or choose to play as an existing one. As a custom coach, you can fully adjust your coach's appearance. Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's. Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program, as completing some expectations will give you dynasty points that you can use to shape your dynasty blueprint. Your expectations will change annually and get more difficult as your program gets better. Do your best to meet them. Failing to do so could impact your job security and land you on the hot seat. Welcome to staged recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage 2 begins once you're in a recruit's top 5, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, Stage 3 is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day. welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Sacramento State Hornets. Pre-stage, Nick Bowling, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all the storylines down the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know is always a good game when these guys match up. Nice, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Bulldogs offense has the ball first today. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game, but it starts with the big, massive human beings. They recruit a different body type, Palmer. It's called not...
Makes the catch and he's free. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The give, running right is Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games.
Maybe a crease. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped it at the 21.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. We know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man to the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll run the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Curtis. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Finding some room. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game. They're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guys, so you flip it out to him. And a nice game offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
After run, now throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got it right where they want them. But this is a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
Now on the option. Finding open areas. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nice move there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to pass is Stockton. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up to the 2nd. on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are there, safeties are there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got a lot of room to the right. He is in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He gets across the 20 out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paul, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback Keith, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Keeps it on the bootleg. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The defense playing zone coverage, they're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to a drag running underneath.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Curtis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The option look. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Davey, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own ends in obvious passing situations. The defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The kick is on its way. He makes the catch back up in his own territory. And team able to swing him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Great place to start this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snag out of the air.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play
got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set, get the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the road that tripled the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this away. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, they're after him, trying to buy time. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. Here he comes with return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Clemson with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Sacramento. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Howie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I did talk to Sacramento State's head coach coming out of the locker room. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Run inside, it's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And add it on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the returner goes down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Ryan's is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. On the option. Keeps it on the option. The pitch. There's some room. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game. You're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. And that last play will make this 3rd down even more difficult. He'll set up to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown Bulldog. Once he got a snap, it was all over right to the house.
Have Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Here comes the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Running it. Could be an alley. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fist by this defense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
3rd down play from the gun. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curtis. Looking for room at the 25. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He goes right back to the air. Makes the catch. It's raining. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range within. We'll have to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. He'll toss it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job on the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches. You're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. It's the River Toads and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Sends it back in motion. On the run, it's Rainey. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, you missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the option. He'll do it himself. Rides the back and leaves it. Across the 45. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow it.
There's a crease. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On the option, he's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's in! Touchdown, Sacramento State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really set the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Now the River Toads offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. And now the junior transfer wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. Out out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And now the River Toads look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, River Toads! He got loose and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball squirts out, deep in their own end. Touchdown, River Toads! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot and they have to protect them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll run it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. And he'll be brought down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. Crosses the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. 1st and 10. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Curtis. They swapped into the field and will get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Showing off the arm. And he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Run in the red zone, it's Curtis. Got enough space. He almost pushed it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Might be changing the route. Goes to the option. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
You gotta like the creativity of this offense. Not just run the option, but how about using the tight end as the pitch man? They catch the defense off guard. They're ready for the quarterback, but when they give it to the big fella, he does the rest, and he punches it in for a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle on the coverage scheme, and they stop him at the 21. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Here's the heat. On target over the middle. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here comes the heat. They've got to break pressure on this defense.
Finally, our defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The River Toads, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Here comes the field goal unit. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Keeps it on first down. Now the pitch. Look out, he's got room. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gives it on the option. Got a little grass. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. Referee signal for a 2-minute timeout. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. The short hands, it's Curtis. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide, you can fake it to him, you can throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line and the 6 first down.
And it's hard to imagine the defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell into the way.
Ball they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. A little over half a minute to play for halftime as they take over 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of him to avoid the sack. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll stop him short of the first down. They've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now the River Toads will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off the way before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. He'll take a shot. They may make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defenders was way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. They get through it and it's blocked. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime, as both teams head into the locker room, we're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 14, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game in Sacramento. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. Two of those catches in the first half were two of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course, his overall stat line is helping. The only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And on that note, time to throw back more guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. They didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in the rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering football.
I mean, I don't know. I don't give him football. It's the reason I built the league. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The River Toads in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down, and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure. They sort of put them out of rhythm.
And those in-breaking routes, the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy. Just throwing in the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense, breaking on the football and taking that anyway.
Wants to throw on third. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And now the River Toads are marching down the field. The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The River Toads come to the line with a new set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up first down without getting it in the end zone. Quarterback keep. Big time play on the defense. He'll lose 4.
One of the reasons this offense likes the option game, the quarterback, is to use his speed, try to attack the front of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounces right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forces the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6. It's 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down to the 24. Sacramento State's offense takes the field and gets this drive underway. Their first possession is this third quarter. We're still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They'll send him back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. On the option. On the ground. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball in the deck. And especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on man, I got the quarterback taken care of, you can tell. Had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced a turnover.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make a lineup to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. They get a rush, and it pays off. The 2nd and 20. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got 12 trying to deliver and he'll bring up 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Working in the middle. Touchdown, River Toads! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a slip of daylight. Knocked out to the 43, but an outstanding return there. Sacramento State's offense hits the field and gets this drive underway. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on. Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave a big play, and at least hit it as he goes out. Take a chunk out of him, make the game visible, make it pay that just gave to him.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys. They would love to get football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Some room here. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And now the River Toads will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick, QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
The defense wins that one. The offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The River Toads come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affecting the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little farther.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Motion from the back. Now on the option. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly.
You see it so much in college football. They motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your...
Makes the grab and room to run. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
On the option. Keeps it on the option. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got a man in the middle. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you could live to play another day here on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The option look. He'll toss it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Here's a little room there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brings into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Right back to the well. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And now the River Toads getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I just learned how to walk. Bye.